Out of 4, 1 out of 2, no wins out of traps 1 or 3. Three Houses the favourite in the big race, and only one nap winning from our selection of 7, and that's Gary Wiltshire. We've been joined by Jenny Press, the sponsorship manager of William Hill. Good evening to you, Jenny.
Hello, Gary.
It's a great night for the bookies, eh?
Yeah,
good night
so far.
You've been coining it in, get your sponsorship money back pretty quickly. Will the favourite win your race, though, your big race?
Well, on the form, he looks like he's got the best chance, doesn't he? He's been the anti-post favourite right from the start and has really proved his worth so far to come through to the final. So we'll just have to see. I think, arguably, the value is not necessarily there, and there are a couple of others that might be some value if things don't quite pan out for him tonight.
Well, you can tell us about those in just a moment because the parade is ready. We don't want to keep the greyhounds waiting, and Jonathan will kick us off, Jenny.
Here we go. This is the William Hill Springbok final 2011. Glenard Bay runs out of trap 1 for David Mullins and team of owners Paul Calistan and Dean Copsedge and Paul Vella. A red jacket specialist. He's got plenty of wins at Romford over 405.75. A real crowd favourite there. David, of course, shared the Grand National spoils with his mother Linda back in 1999, looking for a first Springbok success. I've heard her break a leg to bring luck. Break an arm though, David? Wow, 4-to-1 chance in the ring.
So no trap 2 tonight, trap 2 vacant. So we've got trap 3, Tomes Champ, as we was just saying, the anti-post favourite and unbeaten so far in the competition. Trained by Seamus Kyle, going for his 4th Springbok. He won in 05-08 and last year with Royal Honcho. He's trapped really well, shown great early pace, and the trainer's adamant that he won't be beaten if he's turns in front, and he's looked capable of giving more if he's challenged as well. The draw doesn't look like a handicap, although he has had a tendency to step right coming out of the traps, which may just benefit trap 1 a bit more, with trap 2 being vacant. He does look a worthy favourite on form so far, but I do think he is quite a short price and others are open to improvement.
Owned by the Oakhurst Racing Syndicate, Peter Tegadine and the boys. Trap 4 is Clonkeen Theo, trained by Jason Foster. Of course, his dad Tommy trained Grand National and Springbok winners, likewise Jason as well. Clonkeen Theo won from 6 in the Irish, his Irish Grand National semi-finalists. In fact, he ran Junior Mac to a head in the second round. He's only had 4 races in the UK, was bought with this massively in mind. Great when a plan comes off.
Trap 5 is Zena's Romario, trained by Gemma Davidson. The outsider of the field has qualified, coming second in both his heats so far, although Gemma considers him the heir to her William Hill Grand National winner, Plain Daddy. He hasn't quite lived up to that so far in the heats, but he hasn't been trapping as well as he possibly can, and he has shown some good early pace once he's out of the trap. And his previous races show that he is actually seen to best effect when he gets on the bunny. So if he does ping the lids tonight, I don't think a shock is necessarily out of the question.
Gemma Davidson trains hurdlers, of course, Grand National. There she is there, Zena's Romario in 5. Blonde Banjo in trap 6. Well, there's a man oozing confidence, and why not? Holloway sent out Blonde Banjo to clock the fastest semi-final time, massive improvement. He's certainly coming into his own. He's found his niche as Blonde Banjo. He's run in the Derby for Mark Wallace and Mark Currell, sold to Ricky Holloway. And of course, as Ricky's dogs, they go over hurdles, and a 2-to-1 chance. If there's any more improvement, well, he's a big, big danger to the favourite.
Well, Peter Broughton is one of the joint owners of the favourite here, Tomes Champ. And I'm feeling for you, Peter, because 25 years of dog ownerships, this is your 5th final and you've still got to win one. You've got a good chance tonight, haven't you? Well,
he's got a favourite's chance, but he's a front runner and he needs to lead. If he leads, then we'll see how good he is. But, you know, all the other dogs have deserved their chance in the final, and we'll see how he goes. But we're hopeful.
In your 5th final, you must be desperate to get one under your belt.
I think we've served our penance having 4 finalists beaten, so we hope this is ours tonight, and you know, good luck to all the finalists. Hope they all come off sound, but you know, we're hopeful.
It's a good race, though, isn't it?
It's a very tight race. You know, we have to clear the 1 dog. If we don't clear the 1 dog, you know, our chance is gone. And the 6 dog was very impressive last week in the semi-finals. He's a big danger. We'll see how it goes.
Well, a favourite's chance of finally getting a final. Good luck.
Oh, thanks very much.
It's 11-10 chance, Tomes Champ. That's the market leader as far as the betting's concerned. 2-to-1 the 6 dog, Blonde Banjo. 4-to-1 the 1 Glenard Bay. They'll be cheering that on in the Vic in Whittam. 6-to-1 for the 4 Clonkeen Theo, and 20-to-1 is the 5 Zena's Romario. Predictor then for the William Hill Springbok final. It looks like this. The Guru rates it 6 over 3. You were 6, I'm with 6.
I'm going to take the chance with a 1 dog, Dave. I just think 4 to 1, if it does happen to lead, the part owner and the 3 dog come on, he said if we don't lead, we can't win. So if you're getting 4 to 1, the red dog to lead to the bend, let's take a chance with 4 to 1, the red dog. But it's a great race, great Sprinbok. This is what I love hurdling, mate. I love hurdle races, mate.
Looks like they all come back safe, Gary.
Absolutely. The William Hill Springbok final for novice hurdlers over 480 metres. £5,000 the winner. All set to go. Your big race commentator, as ever, Errol Blythe.
Yes, the greyhounds going in then. Terms champ 11 to 10. That's the last few go into the traps. There is Terms champ just going in. Teresa doing the business, shutting the door in behind. He needs a quick start to show his best. And as Jenny Prest pointed out of William Hill's, he will take 1 or 2 steps to his right as he approaches that first hurdle. And I'm sure connections are happier that Fleetwood Rocker isn't in the race. He was lame and unfortunately couldn't make the final. He would also turn right, leaving the boxes, and it looked as though Glenard Bay had one hell of a draw, but not so much now. Of course, Glenard Bay, 4 to 1 for David Mullins, and a big player, Blonde Banjo, for Ricky Holloway. Let's not forget Clonkeen Theo, Jason Foster and Zenas Romario for Gemma Davidson. The hares on the move for the William Hill Springbok final of 2011. And there they go. Glenard Bay got a flyer. Terms champ hit the first flight, but is showing pace up. Handy also Zenas Romario. And Zenas Romario goes round in front. We could be in for a major surprise here. Clonkeen Theo goes off in chase in second. And then Conflupo. They jump the final flight on the far side. And it's Zenas Romario for Gemma Davidson leading here from Clonkeen Theo back in second place. And then after this comes Blonde Banjo. They come round the final bend. 2 flights to be jumped. Clonkeen Theo goes on, jumps to last and wins the William Hill Springbok for 2011. It's Clonkeen Theo that beats Zenas Romario in a terrific tussle. The 2 outsiders, the ones that the public had forgotten. First and second. Well done to Jason Foster, getting Clonkeen Theo to win this 2011 running of the William Hill Springbok. Let's watch the action again. Good start, Glenard Bay on the inside. Terms champ just a little bit slower away, showed early pace, moved up to come and challenge, but it was Zenas Romario, who we didn't really think would be there at the first bend, was and led at 20 to 1, jumping for fun out in front. But Clonkeen Theo off in chase, who starts to close. The 6 to 1 chance starts to reel it in around the final bend. It would have been one hell of a night for Gemma Davidson if Zenas Romario had won, with Plain Daddy winning earlier. But in the end, it's Jason Foster. The Foster name, of course, synonymous with this event. Jason's won it before with Ballinabola Gale back in 1999. His dad has won it a couple of times as well, Arrogant Prince and also Kaiser's Hill. But tonight it's Jason's night again. We put our spotlight camera on trap 6, Blonde Banjo, who wasn't too well away. Jumped the first, gave it plenty of air, gave that one even more air, did Blonde Banjo. So go into the first bend. You can see he's at the back at the moment, is Blonde Banjo. He's thinking about making his move now down that far side. Jumps that first flight okay, jumps the next flight, just sort of landed slightly on the brush, I'd suggest. Moves up into third place as Blonde Banjo, but could never ever get to the front 2 here. And in the end, some huge leaps from Blonde Banjo, but in the end, not quite good enough on the night.
So Jason Foster wins it for the 2nd time. As Errol said, the first time was the first time Sky covered this race back in 1999 with Ballinabola Gale. So well done, Jason. And 6 to 1. I mean, again, it's a surprise result in a way. But do you know something, Errol, just before we see the replay, it's interesting that Jason Foster watched this greyhound when he went over for the Irish Grand National at Harold's Cross last year. He didn't actually win a heat, but he purchased him. He thought he was really nice to have a crack at this competition, and you tell us exactly how he won it.
5 runners in the race, but it was a cracking race and always a story to be told because, as Gary said, this greyhound was